Number 10, released on Liam's birthday. The internet buzz around Flowers began when fans noticed its release date. The new single was dropped on January 13th, which was Liam Hemsworth's 33rd birthday. Now, could this be a coincidence of epic proportions? Yes, of course. But given the contents of the song, it makes it seem like the date was significant and almost like a giant FU. In the new song, Miley opens up about finding joy and empowerment after a painful breakup, with the chorus centering around buying yourself flowers and learning how to embrace independence. To give you a bit of context, Miley and Liam dated on and off for about a decade and had a whirlwind marriage before their relationship came to an end. So when it comes to Hollywood relationships, they were actually together for a long time, and they met at a very young age. They first crossed paths on the set of the last song back in 2009. They fell in love during production, and at the time, Miley was quoted as saying, "He really respects me for who I am, because coming from Australia, he didn't really know me as the celebrity I am here. I got to tell him about myself on my own terms and my own way. He had no preconceived notion of who I was supposed to be." Number 9, Bruno Mars lyrics. Although the singer isn't credited as a sample on the song Flowers, many people believe that the 2012 hit song When I Was Your Man was reworked to fit into Miley's breakup anthem. Bruno Mars included lyrics expressing that he wished to have bought his ex-girlfriend flowers and held her hand. He pretty much admits that he should have been more attentive to her when they were together, while in Miley's version she changes up the lyrics a little bit to reflect her state of mind without Liam. She sings, "I can buy myself flowers and I can hold my own hand." In the song you can see that she's finding joy and empowerment after a breakup, and essentially saying that she's better off on her own. In Bruno's song he sings, "Should have gave you all my hours when I had the chance. Take you to every party cause all you wanted to do was dance." Then in Miley's song she says, "Talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand." And even the tune of the two tracks are similar. Fans have since theorized that Liam once dedicated the song to Miley, and if that's true, it would make Flowers all the more brutal, since she reinvented the whole song to be about self-love. Number 8, their house fire. In the opening verse of Flowers, Miley sings, "We were good, we were gold, kind of dream that can't be sold. We were right till we weren't, built a home and watched it burn." Many people believe that the fire metaphor could be referring to the Malibu home that she shared with Liam, which burned down during the 2018 California wildfires. Miley actually said that the loss of their home is partially what led them to get married. At the time, the tragedy actually seemed to have brought them closer together. The singer went on Jimmy Fallon that same year and praised her then husband for saving their animals that they kept around the house. She said, "Liam was an amazing hero. He got all the horses, the pigs, 7 dogs, 4 cats. His truck was filled. It was really sexy to me." Then in a 2019 interview with Elle, she said, "When you experience what we experienced together with someone, it's like glue. You're the only 2 people in the world who can understand. I would say that losing the house changed us more than getting married changed us." Number 7, the dance move. Some fans have drawn comparisons between a clip from the song's music video and a past red carpet moment that almost seemed to foreshadow their breakup. In 2019, the former couple attended a Vanity Fair Oscars party, and they were asked by a reporter what a dance number would look like between them. When Miley began dancing on Liam, clearly wanting to have a little bit of a joke, he shuts it down and says, "We're not doing this, not on the carpet." One Twitter user put that video side by side with the promo clip that Miley posted of her song, where she looks like she's doing a similar dance move, while the lyrics "I Can Love Me Better" play in the background. Now, if you don't know why that viral video was so significant, a lot of people pointed to it as the downfall of their relationship, because what was supposed to be a silly moment on the red carpet ended up showing us how different the two of them had become. One user commented, "LMAO, did he not realize who he was dating? That's like dating a comedian and being mad that he's cracking jokes." Someone else wrote, "How did they even date in the first place? They seem like 2 completely different people, which is why this is so cringy." Number 6, the Access Hollywood interview. Dropping another Flowers Easter egg, Miley again referenced that particularly awkward interview that the couple did back in 2019. At the time, they were attending the Vanity Fair Oscars party and they were stopped on the red carpet by a reporter who lavished praise on Miley. She said, "We've loved you for so long." But Liam apparently thought the compliment was for him and he responded by saying thank you, which led the reporter to clarify clarify and say, "Oh yeah, I'm not talking about you." At this moment, he jokingly rolls his eyes and smiled through the awkward moment, as Miley was asked, "You have grown and done so much as a woman and a person and a musician. Does it feel good where you are right now?" Fans in the comment section of the video pointed fun at the fact that Liam seemed to answer her question for her, without realizing that he was not the person being asked. Some pointed to this moment as evidence that he was showing some signs of jealousy in their relationship. But it's possible that the couple were not only mismatched in personalities, but Liam might have also been suffering from a bruised ego, considering Miley's undeniable star power. Number 5. Lyrical references. In the second verse, Miley seemed to divulge moments from behind closed doors from when Liam tried to win her back. She sings, "Paint my nails cherry red, match the roses that you left." But despite proclaiming that she didn't want to leave over and over during the chorus, the song tells us that she isn't looking back at their relationship with sadness. Instead, she lets us know that she has no remorse, no regrets, and that she forgives every word he said. While the music video shows her dancing around her mansion all on her own. In December of 2020, Miley spoke to Howard Stern about their relationship and said, "Me being an intense person and not wanting to sit with it and not wanting to go, what could be purposeful about this? I just clung to what I had left of that house, which was me and him. And I really do and did love him very, very much and still do. I always will." So it's possible that a large part of Flowers was about expressing the love that she still has for him and the happy moments they shared together that she didn't want to let go of. Number 4. The meaning behind it. At the heart of the track, Flowers is a song about recognizing a frustrating situation, but choosing to let go and focus on being good to yourself. It deals entirely with the ups and downs of their long-term relationship, where Miley alludes to the fact that things were once great, but then suddenly they discovered that they just weren't right for each other. She says at first she didn't want to leave or lie, but when she began to cry, she found strength in herself and realized that she can be free of the negative emotions the relationship was causing her. But the song does make it sound like the two of them are still hooked to one another, and there's a lot of ambiguity there. You could also argue that Miley left a lot of these Easter eggs to try and get Liam's attention, which is like loudly declaring, "See, I've moved on," to the person you've apparently moved on from. She even says in the lyrics that she's forgiven every word he said, but it's hard to forget that the two of them were in a decade-long complicated relationship, so maybe she still has some hard feelings that she's trying to work out. Miley and Liam seem to be done for good, but time will tell if this is just another breakup before they get back together. But if she means what she says on Flowers, then she's certainly fine on her own. Number 3. Changing her mindset. The music video shows Miley in the same mode of self-care and confidence as she goes from trudging on the street in despair to strutting around in her driveway and stripping down to her bathing suit for a day of yoga, swimming, and dancing underneath helicopter lights. There's so much meaning behind her new song when you compare it to her 2013 video for We Can't Stop, which showed a 21-year-old Miley at the wildest party anyone could imagine, while her 2019 video for Slide Away shows her disillusioned with everything around her at a house party, which is around the time of her marriage to Liam. Then in Flowers, she throws a party just for herself at home, and she looks happier than ever while she's dancing alone. When you put all of this together, we see the big picture of Miley's transformation over the years. And it's not just about her love life either. The 30-year-old singer has lived so many lives already. She's been a Disney star, a country singer, then she moved to R&B for a while and back into pop. But her whole style and aesthetic did a complete 180 somewhere around 2020 when she started embracing all things rock and roll. Now it seems like she's really found the perfect genre for her voice. Number 2, the outfits. Of course, we have to talk about all the clothes featured in the music video because they all have some kind of a significance to the song's lyrics. Miley kicks off the video by strutting around the streets of LA in a vintage gold gown while she sings the opening verse, "We were good, we were gold, kind of dream that can't be sold." The vintage dress is actually from YSL's 1991 fall collection, and it includes a draped hood, crisscross waistline, and prominent cutout that exposes her entire stomach. She styles it with rectangular sunglasses and metallic heels. When she arrives at a house, Miley removes the dress to reveal a matching lingerie set as she lounges poolside, takes a dip, and crushes an outdoor workout. Lastly, but certainly not least, she reveals her final look, a black oversized blazer with trousers from Saint Laurent's 2022 fall collection. collection, worn with nothing underneath as she joyously dances through the house. Miley's clothing choice throughout the video reflects her newfound confidence. These days her vibe is a lot less look at me and more here I am. Like a person who doesn't need your approval because they never even thought to ask. And coming in at number 1, a new chapter. With the release of Flowers, Miley has made it clear that she's not only healed from her past relationship with Liam, but she's actually ready to move on and maybe even find love again. This lines up pretty well with who she's dating at the moment. The singer seems to be happier than ever, and she's been dating fellow musician Max Mirando for just over a year. The two were romantically linked after they were spotted dancing at Miley's New Year's Eve party special in January of 2022. During a broadcast which she co-hosted with Pete Davidson, she sang a new track called You, which many fans believe is actually about Max. The pair do have a 6-year age difference, but they are said to be very compatible with each other. They apparently met through mutual friends and have a tight connection since they're both artistic and creative, and they can bond over being musicians. In February of 2022, the couple escaped the winter cold in Cabo, and paparazzi caught them kissing poolside in their private villa. Max is a drummer for an LA-based rock group called Lily. Before joining this squad, he was a member of the Regrets from 2015 to 2018, also as the drummer. So clearly they're both super talented and seem like they're gonna be a great match. Number 10, pushing him away. A few months before Miley and Liam officially announced their breakup to the world, a viral video ran rampant on social media which showed her physically pushing him away. They were at the world premiere of Avengers Endgame in April of 2021, and while posing on the red carpet, Liam was getting annoyed at Miley, proposing provocatively and trying to get a funny picture while licking his face. At this point, he becomes frustrated and says, "Can't you just behave for once?" In response, Miley then mouths the words, "This is me," before pushing him aside and posing for pictures all on her own. At the time, she was heavily criticized for wanting to be the center of attention and embarrassing Liam at the premiere for his older brother's movie. But as we know now, this wasn't the case at all. If anything, this was yet another moment where we really see the difference between the two of them. She doesn't take these red carpet events too seriously and wants to have a little fun. Meanwhile, Liam is the complete opposite. There's nothing wrong with the fact that he's a bit more reserved, but he should not have tried to dim her light. Number 9, calling her marriage a disaster. Back in March last year, Miley made fun of her brief marriage to Liam while she was helping with a public proposal. During her performance at Lollapalooza, Brazil, she saw a fan propose to another fan in the crowd and invited the couple up on stage for their special moment. After congratulating the newly engaged couple, she then wished them luck on their next chapter and said, "Honey, I hope your marriage is better than mine. Mine was an effing disaster." A video of the moment went viral on Twitter, and it seemed like everyone had an opinion about the amount of shade that was thrown. Someone wrote, "She never misses an opportunity to throw a dig about her marriage to Liam. The breakup must have been really bad because this is like the 3rd time I've heard her bring it up." Another user wrote, "The breakup must have been messy. This is the 3rd time she brought up the divorce." Miley literally says her marriage was a disaster, and they were married for less than 2 years. While there are some who said that it was immature and petty of her to call out Liam while she was on stage, others applauded her for being real and finding the humor after going through a heartbreaking divorce. Number 8, Instagram Live diss. In October of 2019, while on Instagram Live, Miley threw major shade at Liam and made some pretty controversial comments in the process. Streaming to fans from her home in LA, the star invited her boyfriend at the time, Cody Simpson, to join the chat when she made a dig at Liam. Gushing over her new man to her millions of followers, Miley said she thought she had to be gay because she thought all guys were evil before she met Cody. She said, "There are good people out there that just happen to have D's. I've only ever met one, and he's on this live." She then points to Cody and says, "There are good men out there, guys. Don't give up." She then slips in the fact that she's only ever dated women because she had been turned off by men, which of course was a little problematic because it's not as though people can just choose their sexuality. Miley said, "You don't have to be gay. There are good people with D's out there. You've just got to find them. You've just got to find a D that's not a D, if you know what I mean." Although that last part was a little weird, she very clearly made her point by uplifting Cody and subtly dissing all the men that she's been with before. But we know that she was mostly just talking about Liam. Number 7, that awkward interview. In 2019, the former couple attended the Vanity Fair Oscars party, and they were asked by a reporter what a dance number would look like between them. When Miley began dancing on Liam, clearly wanting to have a bit of a joke, he shuts it down and says, "We're not doing this, not on the carpet." When that video went viral, fans pointed to it as the downfall of their relationship, because what was was really supposed to be a silly moment on the red carpet ended up showing us how different the two of them had become. One user commented, "LMAO, did he not realize who he was dating? That's like dating a comedian and being mad that he's cracking jokes." Someone else wrote, "How did they even date in the first place? They seem like two completely different people, which is why this is so cringy." At another point in the interview, the reporter lavished praise on Miley and said, "We've loved you for so long," but Liam apparently thought the compliment was for him and he responded by saying thank you, which led the reporter to clarify and say, "Oh yeah, I'm not talking about you." In response, he jokingly rolled his eyes and smiled, but some people pointed to this moment as evidence that he was showing some signs of jealousy in their relationship. Number 6 says she's sick of men. In July of 2019, a little while after the pushing incident, Miley and Liam were spotted having a public fight. Following the argument, Miley was on stage performing Wrecking Ball at a concert in Glastonbury, and at one point she yelled, "I'm effing sick of men." Possibly the biggest red flag about their relationship at that time was that Liam was spotted without his wedding ring in July, just days after the incident occurred. The actor was spotted looking glum while picking up coffee by himself in LA. Miley was also spotted without her wedding ring in a slew of Instagram photos uploaded to her page over the past few days, up to hours before the news of the couple's split became public. Not only that, but the song she was performing at the time, Wrecking Ball, is notoriously well known to be about their breakup. Once when she performed it in London, she said to her fans, "I wrote this song after somebody who broke my heart, and I just wanted to say F you, and make sure every time he turned on his radio, he would hear my song and will keep hearing it for the rest of his life." Number 5, the release of Flowers. The hype around Miley's new song began when fans noticed its release date. The new single dropped on January 13th, which was Liam Hemsworth's 33rd birthday. While yes, this could be a simple coincidence, when you look at the song's lyrics, it seems like it's more than that. Through the music, Miley opens up about finding joy and empowerment after a painful breakup, with the chorus centering around buying yourself flowers and learning how to embrace independence. If you didn't know, Miley and Liam dated on and off for about a decade and had a whirlwind marriage before their relationship came to an end. So when it comes to Hollywood relationships, they were actually together for a very long time, because they met when they were teenagers. They first crossed paths on the set of the last song back in 2009. They fell in love during production, and at the time Miley was quoted saying, "He really respects me for who I am, because coming from Australia, he really didn't know me as the celebrity I am here. I got to tell him about myself on my own terms and my own way. He had no preconceived notion of who I was supposed to be." Back when they met, Miley was already mega famous, so it makes sense that she was always hoping to find someone that wouldn't get caught up in that craziness. Number 4 says she doesn't miss him. In November of 2020, Miley released her 7th studio album Plastic Hearts, which features a song called WTF Do I Know. That track includes the line, "I don't even miss you anymore," and fans have speculated that this was directed at Liam, before Miley literally confirmed it herself on Howard Stern. She revealed on the show that that line was referring to Liam, and said, "Sometimes you miss people more than others, and sometimes things get easier. Time kind of heals all, but that was at a time where I felt really strong, and then some days I don't." She spoke about what really ended her marriage with Liam, and insisted that alcohol was not to blame. She said that she still had love for him, but there was too much conflict in their relationship. She said, "When I come home, I want to be anchored by someone. I don't get off on drama or fighting." And that just brings us back to the idea that the two of them became fundamentally different people towards the end of their relationship. Since they met when they were both very young, teenagers, it was almost guaranteed that they were going to grow and change into the people they were always supposed to be. That's likely where the conflict came from. Number 3, happier without him. In August of 2019, Miley took to Twitter to address the rumors that she and Liam split up due to her cheating on him. She claimed that although she had to make a decision to leave her previous life behind, meaning the one she shared with Liam, her life post-divorce is actually the healthiest and happiest that she's been in a long time. She tweeted, "I can admit to a lot of things, but I refuse to admit that my marriage ended because of cheating. Liam and I have been together for a decade. I've said it before and it remains true. I love Liam and always will. But at this point, I had to make a healthy decision for myself to leave a previous life behind. I am the healthiest and happiest I've been in a long time. You can say I'm a twerking, smoking, foul-mouthed hillbilly, but I am not a liar. I am proud to say I'm simply in a different place from where I was when I was younger." And just like that, Miley was able to hit back at the haters and shut down rumors that she was the reason for her marriage to end. Not only that, but she hinted at the fact that she had outgrown Liam as a person, and that was a good thing. Number 2, Bruno Mars lyrics. Although the singer isn't credited as a sample on the song Flowers, many people believe that his 2012 hit song When I Was Your Man was reworked to fit into Miley's breakup anthem. This pretty much makes her her a lyrical genius. In Bruno Mars's song, he expressed regret about a past relationship and pretty much admits that he should have been more attentive to his ex when they were together. He sings, "I should have bought you flowers and held your hand. Should have given you all my hours when I had the chance." While in Miley's version, she changes up the lyrics a bit to reflect her state of mind without Liam and sings, "I can buy myself flowers and I can hold my own hand. Talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand." In the song, you can see that she's finding joy and empowerment after a breakup and essentially saying that she's better off on her own. And even the tune of the two tracks are similar. Fans have since theorized that Liam once dedicated the song to Miley, and if that's true, it would make Flowers all the more brutal since she reinvented the song to be about self-love. And coming in at number 1, Taking the High Road. Miley was heavily criticized by Liam's family, who seemed to make it their mission to make her feel bad about how their relationship panned out. Chris Hemsworth and his wife Elsa Pataki were obviously angry about the way she was supposedly treating Liam. In one interview, Elsa spoke about their breakup and said, "My brother-in-law, well, after a relationship that you've dedicated 10 years to, he's a little bit down, but he's coping well. He's a strong boy and he deserves the best. I think he deserves much better. You can always find support in your family, and he's joined at the hip with his brother, who has been there to give all the strength he needed." She was referencing the fact that Liam moved in with Chris and Elsa after the divorce for extra support. Chris Hemsworth also dissed Miley in an interview with News.com. He was speaking about his younger brother's journey and said, "He's out there training and staying fit, and back in Australia doing his thing. We got him out of Malibu," which is where Liam and Miley lived together. Now, she could have easily responded and defended herself, considering that Liam's family only had one side of the story, but Miley obviously chose to be the bigger person here and not let that negativity get to her.
Number 10, The River. We all know how the song Flowers went for Miley's ex-husband Liam, and it seems her new song River may be heading the same way in fans' eyes. With the name of the song being River, it has left many speculating to what exactly she could be meaning by that. A few social media users believe they had decoded Miley's message. Back in 2013, Miley and Liam took a trip to Costa Rica, and after a few photos emerged of the two, it appears they are swimming together in a river. The Twitter fan who hypothesized this wrote, "Allegedly they went with friends to celebrate his birthday, and there was some drama happening between them." This trip in photos looked like a very romantic vacation, with the couple looking to be hanging with friends and family and spending time by the river. This came after Miley had lost her dog and looked to be a great time for her to relax, but could there have been maybe more going on behind the scenes? A source wrote at the time, "Miley's a sweet girl with a work ethic like none other. She's working on an album, but people don't really know how long that takes." When photos emerged of the stars, many news sites reported how they were really the it couple and called their life a dream life. This did seem to be an important trip for both Liam and Miley, so maybe it really isn't out of the question that the song could truly be referencing this time she shared with Liam on their getaway. Number 9. Same house as the Flowers music video. The iconic LA villa from the Flowers music video is allegedly the same used for her song River. The mansion is made up of 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a gym, and a yoga studio. The huge garden has a swimming pool and a crazy view of LA skyline. This amazing villa is reportedly where Liam Hemsworth secretly took women to cheat on Miley with. Having this home as the background for her album is pretty iconic, and many seem to agree. Though there's no actual proof of this yet, one Twitter user wrote, "Miley Cyrus has filmed her newest music video for River in the same house as the Flower music video. She's messy." Another added, "I love when women get revenge." Multiple others have called the singer a mastermind if these rumors end up being true. With her music video being entirely black and white, it appears to be a studio and does not show much of where the location actually is. It doesn't stop the speculations though. For this one, I think we might just have to wait and see. Number 8. The 14 backup dancers. Liam and Miley have had an on-again, off-again relationship that spanned over 10 years, after meeting on the set of the movie The Last Song. Speculations have followed Liam after the divorce that he cheated on Miley during the whole of their relationship, with allegedly 14 other women. Miley Cyrus, Miley's sister, spoke to a podcast to discuss the cheating rumors, as well as Miley's music video, Flowers, and the stories that fans were creating. She said, "The house is the house where Miley used to take people to cheat on her with. The narratives are hilarious, but it's so great. The best PR that could ever happen because it gets people talking about the song everywhere." When people asked if the rumors were true, she responded by saying, "I'm not here to say what's true and what's not true. Only Miley knows the truth." Though there's no proof whether Liam actually did cheat with 14 women, Miley has said before that cheating was not a factor in her divorce. In 2019, 2015, she tweeted, "The truth is, once Liam and I reconciled, I meant it and I was committed. There are no secrets to uncover here. I can admit a lot of things, but I refuse to admit that my marriage ended because of cheating. Liam and I have been together for a decade, and I've said it before and it remains true, I love him. Maybe this just isn't the case." Years later, it seems she's speaking up for herself through her music, which we love to see. With Miley seemingly being aware of the rumors surrounding her music, as well as fans looking for Easter eggs, you have to admit that the choice to have 14 shirtless male backup dancers might have not been a coincidence. Dancing with the men in what appears to be rain, as well as being shot in what could be the house that Liam cheated on her with. 14 women, it seems to add up a little bit too perfectly. Number 7. The meaning behind the song. When talking about River, she shares in an interview saying, "Sometimes we just need a dance floor banger, aka they don't want me talking about what the song is really about. It's nasty." In the song, Miley seems to be obsessing over her summer fling, and it's definitely spicy. The song was produced by the two masterminds from Flowers, so you know it's going to be good. Miley has even admitted that this album has a bit of a subtle shade, without going into too much detail. When discussing, she shared, "It was a time in my life where I was going through a lot emotionally and personally." She shares what it was like to impress her lover and even comparing him to a river, saying how he seems to go on forever, which Miley has alluded to being an innuendo, if you know what I mean. Miley has said that the song is about somebody but hasn't said who, leaving fans speculating. Many have taken to Twitter to express their love for this risque side of Miley, with one tweeting, "She's going to be all over the radio this summer." With a song about sex in a black and white music video with the rain, it really seems like she's channeling her inner Madonna. Number 6. Max Mirando. Miley was inspired by April showers as a way to relate to love coming down, even saying with the lyrics, "The heart beats so loud that it's drowning me out, living in an April shower." When talking about River, she shares, "I guess all my songs kind of evolve. They could start as something that was trouble, like it just feels like an April shower. It never stopped raining, and when it started raining down, like love." As well as using the song to signify love, fans think she could also be talking about her private romance with the drummer Max Mirando. Max is a 23-year-old musician living in LA. The two were first rumored to have started dating back in November 2021, when they made a joint appearance at a Gucci fashion show. A source shared with the media saying, "They're happily dating. They are both artistic and creative, and they bond over being musicians." Another source added, "They've been together for a little while and they're just enjoying their relationship." Miley likes the fact that they are low-key as a couple and is just focused on doing her own thing and being around people that make her happy. And Max does that. Many people believe that the lyrics about her future family also alludes to Max being the one for her, saying, "You could be the one, have the honor of my babies, hope they have your eyes and that crooked smile." Number 5. Australian backup dancers. While singing about what seems to be moving on from Liam, fans have been speculating that her shirtless backup dancers may be another hidden Easter egg. We all know Liam as being the Australian actor, but he also is a surfer in his spare time. Internet detectives believe that Miley picked her backup dancers as they are also Australian surfers, which is maybe a little bit too specific to be coincidence if this ends up being true. Though there isn't any proof of this, fans are mostly in agreement that if this is true, then she really is a legend. One TikTok user made a video saying, "Miley put 14 men in her music video because her ex-husband cheated on her with 14 women. All for a song about how good her new man is in bed is iconic." Now we all have to wait for a few of the names of the dancers so we can find out if they really are Australian. And if they are, I feel like it might just break Twitter. Number 4. Gay dance party. Miley has been pretty open about her sexuality over the past few years and has high-profile romances with both men and women. Coming out to her mom at 14, Miley has always been a long-time LGBTQ+ advocate and has not shied away from sharing her views on sexuality. In 2015, Miley came out to the public as pansexual, saying, "My whole life, I didn't understand my own gender and my own sexuality. Always hated the word bisexual because that's even putting me in a box. I don't ever think about someone being a boy or someone being a girl." After her music video for River came out, a few fans from the community related the final scenes to that of a gay nightclub. When writing the song, Miley decided to have a party, saying, "Then I had a dance party with my friends. The rule was that every girl had to bring a gay best friend, or no entrance." She went on to discuss the playlist for her event, revealing, "We were listening to Diana Ross, Whitney Houston, Britney Spears, and all the other legends." Fans took to Twitter to express their love for the singer, saying Miley Cyrus just fed the gays with River, as well as saying River by Miley Cyrus is pop perfection for the gays. Another also added, "This music video is for the girls and the gays only." Number 3. Night and Day. Miley Cyrus is bringing night and day energy to her Endless Summer Vacation album. The star explained that her new album is split split into two parts, AM and PM. Miley reveals part 1, AM, captures the buzz and the energy of the morning. There's potential for new possibility, it's a new day. Then of course things change a bit at night, with Miley explaining, in the nighttime it feels that there's a slinky seediness and a kind of grime, but a glamour at the same time. In the evening it's a great time to rest and it's a great time to recover. It's time to go out and experience the wild side. With River being set as a PM side of the track, it clearly is more on the wild side, with it being a more spicy song on her album. Definitely a creative way to come out with an album that feels like you're going through the days of summer vacation. You have to love it. Number 2, Black and White, relating to infidelity. Could the Black and White music video be about how Miley was feeling during her breakup with Liam, or when she reportedly discovered he was cheating on her? A few fans have speculated that the lack of color could be due to how she was feeling, with maybe the light of her life leaving a bit as she navigated this difficult time. She has admitted that when writing this song, she was going through a lot emotionally, and maybe this could result in her feeling quite low, which could be shown in the black and white visuals. A few internet detectives believe this could be true, while others think the black and white could just be another nod to the day and night theme she has going on through her album. What do you guys think? Is it a stretch, or could there be some truth to it? And finally, at number 1, we have Self-Love. Though she has admitted to the song being about someone, some other fans believe it could actually be about something. Though there's no real evidence that any of this is true, there have been a couple speculations that this song could be more related to self-love. Well, we know her song Flowers is a love letter to herself, saying I can love me better than you can. Could the song also be about loving herself? She's clearly a woman who is choosing herself, so is it possible that the song isn't about her boyfriend, but about the singer? Well, I guess only Miley knows the answer to that, and we have to love it.
Starting at number 10, the infamous TikTok drama between Selena and Hailey. Obviously gotta start here, as it is the biggest news going on right now. It all started when Hailey posted a TikTok with her friends, lip syncing to the audio. I'm not saying she deserved it, but God's timing is always right. Selena's fans assumed it was in response to her getting hate comments, and they went wild. Hailey deleted the TikTok, but that didn't stop the hate train that was yet to come. This opened discussion on the feud between the stars, as TikToks were being created left and right by fans and others who felt the need to share their 2 cents. Most of them, if not all, were exposés on Hailey's attitude. One TikTok was an old recording of her in a hosting gig when Taylor Swift was brought up, which is a longtime friend of Selena, and Hailey was seen doing a gagging expression. Selena commented on the TikTok with, "So sorry, my best friend is and continues to be one of the best in the game." Many took it upon themselves to seek out times Hailey copied Selena and came to the conclusion that she wants to be just like her, especially using the fact that she ended up marrying Justin Bieber in the end. Speaking of Justin, at number 9 we have Selena opening up about her relationship with him. Jelena is what they were called. They were the it couple, no matter how off and on their relationship was. But with Selena doing her own thing in her respective acting career and Justin doing his thing, the past is the past, right? Wrong. As her single Lose You to Love Me was streamed by fans and increased popularity, many began speculating that it was about Justin. Her message for the song was that it wasn't a song of hate, but a song that was saying, I had something beautiful and I would never deny that it wasn't that. It was very difficult and I'm happy it's over. She also shared that the song provided her the proper closure she needed because she didn't actually get it before. She also admitted that she was a victim to emotional abuse. Regarding the victim term, she also acknowledged the dangerous territory it is if you keep yourself within a victim mindset. While she didn't get into any detail regarding the former relationship, she explained that this was something that she found out as an adult. Understanding abuse even as an adult is still no easy feat. Despite this, she made it clear that what had happened is left in her past and she feels stronger walking out of it with as much grace as possible. Next up is the eyebrow lamination she had done recently. Selena posted a TikTok of her announcing her new eyebrows. It's actually funny because she seemed a little disappointed as she says, I accidentally laminated my eyebrows too much. We've all been there, it's okay, and it takes a lot to make a joke out of it yourself. But then Kylie Jenner posted a picture on her Instagram story of Hailey's eyebrow and the internet went wild. Everyone believed that it was to mock Selena's brow mishap, to which Jenner heavily denied. She said, this is reaching, no shade towards Selena ever, and I didn't see her eyebrow posts. You guys are making something out of nothing, this is silly. But fans were still not buying it. Even when Selena took the initiative to defend Kylie herself, she called the allegations unnecessary and reminded the world that she is in fact a fan of Kylie. Many say this and Hailey's TikTok with her friends helped started the new internet battle between Selena and Hailey. Honestly, whatever gets uploaded onto the internet is a dangerous game, and these girls are no stranger to that. Once you post something, it's on there forever. And once the world decides the perspective they want to see, it's almost impossible to change their minds. At number 7, we have the time she was given a kidney by her best friend. In 2017, it was revealed why Selena was otherwise laying low. She was undergoing the process of a kidney transplant, thanks to one of her closest and dearest friends, Francia. On her Instagram, she posted a picture of what appeared to be both her and Francia post-surgery holding hands. The caption shared vague but straight to the point information regarding her absence and where she's been. She doesn't hesitate to thank her family as well as the doctors that have helped her through it all, especially Francia. She gave me the ultimate gift and sacrifice by donating her kidney to me. I am incredibly blessed. I love you so much, sis, she said. While kidney transplants are usually tied to kidney disease, the severity of lupus can actually affect the kidney and result in said transplants. It's been a few years, but we're so glad that there have been no complications from it since then. And number 6 is her mental health. Selena was never shy of sharing her experiences with her mental health. In the past, she had gone to about 4 treatment centers for her anxiety and depression. While at the time she had understood what was going on with her, she described it as both relieving and scary. Following that diagnosis, she was grateful she could then move forward and figure out the tools and support she needed to help make things easier. She also admitted that sharing this to the world wasn't easy, which makes sense. Even though the world is getting better at destigmatizing the conversation surrounding mental health, it's still difficult for someone as famous as her. She is aware of the privileges and opportunities she's been able to get with her status, but anxiety and depression is still a struggle she deals with. She also makes sure people knows that this doesn't make me faulty, this does not make me weak, this does not make me less than, this makes me human. We need help and we need each other, she said in an interview. Recently, she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, which didn't make anything less difficult. She was put on medications that were supposed to help, but instead made her feel unlike herself. There was no part of me that was there anymore, she said. Fortunately, they've managed to prescribe her medication that's suited for her best, and seeing as though she is more active on social media and handling rare beauty, I'd say she's doing better than ever. Next up, we have the body shaming trolls. Selena has been a spokesperson for positivity and uplifting others, so to hear people tear her down for things as dumb as her weight is so unnecessary. Sure, it's the internet, but that doesn't justify that type of behavior. Selena continues to handle it all with grace as she responds back to all of the hate she's been getting by saying that she's perfect the way she is. And yeah, she's right. She also shared that she doesn't care about her weight because people will talk about it anyways. And that's true. Everywhere in the media, you'll see people discussing women's weight. Women are always seen as too big, too skinny, too this and that. It's exhausting. What the trolls didn't seem to wrap their heads around is the fact that her weight fluctuation is actually caused by the combined medication she takes for lupus and her anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder. But even if that weren't the case, literally who cares? She's killing it either way. Up next, we have the times somebody trespassed into her house. Yes, you heard that right. Not the one time. Times as in plural. It was 2014 when they all happened. The first time was around January, and it was unclear if Selena was actually present in her home when it actually happened. A 19-year-old man came into her property at 9:30 a.m. when they were immediately reported to the police by a family member of Selena. The second time occurred only a few months later in April. This time she was actually present as she was the one who dialed 111 on the trespasser. Unfortunately, the man stayed in jail for 2 days before he was released on probation. That didn't stop him from returning back to Selena's property again. Once again, Selena was present for the second occurrence and he was whisked away to jail. This time in court, he pled not guilty but was given a felony charge. No other updates have been made since then, so that's good, right? Dealing with trespassers isn't her first time dealing with weirdos. In 2011, she and her family filed a restraining order on a man who was from Illinois but was threatening to harm her. Obviously, the judge approved of this, thank God. Up next on the list is Selena's lupus diagnosis. It was around 2013 or 2014 when she was first diagnosed with lupus, and she kept it a secret until 2015. Lupus is an autoimmune disease where your immune system and basically attacks your tissues and organs. It's not an easy disease you can cover up and varies from person to person. When she was first diagnosed, she underwent chemotherapy to treat it, which, as we all know, takes a heavy toll on the body physically. Apparently, it was so bad, chemotherapy was her only option, as she detailed that she could have had a stroke. In an interview, she shared that she wanted to tell off haters that they had no idea what she was going through, but she also prioritized keeping it from the press. She kept it a secret for as long as she could because she was still coming to terms with it herself and was still learning more about it. When asked about why she didn't apologize for the time she took off the spotlight, she said, "It's really frustrating because I'm 100% allowed to have that. That's the annoying thing about fame. Everyone expects celebrities to give some sort of 2-week notice and explanation why they're having time off." Next on the list is her absence from the internet. Did you know Selena returned to social media just last year? Her social media cleanse lasted about 4.5 years, which is almost unheard of in our time. When asked about it, she says that it has changed my life completely. I am happier, I am more present, I connect more with people, it makes me feel normal. She also shared how much she grew mentally in those years and how she's ready to start her next chapter. The chapter we're all living in this moment. She's keeping people on their toes in the comedic drama Murders in the Building while girl bossing her way through her official makeup brand Rare Beauty. While I couldn't possibly imagine getting off social media for 4 minutes, never mind 4 years, this was such a necessary step for her. Keeping off the grid from the internet and the media and removing yourself from toxic environments where many expect a lot from you can be very dehumanizing. Good for her and finding herself. Next is the My Mind and Me documentary. Sure, everyone is allowed to have their own opinions, but some opinions are flawed and this is one of them. Flawed opinions are okay, and there's never a right answer about anything. So there was some discussion about Selena's documentary, some in support of the film, neutral and vague summaries, and one in particular labeled it as her playing the victim card too many times. If someone went through as much as Selena did, don't you think there'd be a documentary about them? Documentaries tend to highlight the struggles one goes through in order to showcase how they got to where they currently are. I'm not saying the documentary was Oscar award winning because what do I know? Another topic raised was how the documentary gave minimal and vague explanations on what bipolar disorder was, as if it was their job. Google is free, by the way. They also accused Selena of putting up theatrics for the sake of the nature of the film, which is a baseless accusation.
Number 10, the tattoo. Okay, let's discuss the Selena tattoo. During his on-again, off-again relationship with Selena, Justin decided to fully prove his love with a tattoo of her face, inspired by a photo shoot that she had. He decided to add wings to the tattoo, which most likely indicates he believed that Selena is an angel. You would think that after he married Hailey, he'd probably try to get the tattoo of his ex removed, but so far it seems that it's just not the case. When asked about his tattoo, he revealed he doesn't regret any of them, saying, "Over 100 hours of hard work on my body and I wouldn't take back a single one. I absolutely love the art and I've made my body a canvas, and it's so much fun." He claims he doesn't regret a single one and has admitted to trying to conceal the Selena tattoo with some shading, but to many fans it appears to look the exact same. Not only that, but with the ongoing drama between his wife and his ex, you would think he'd be a little more careful with his tribute to Selena. Bieber fans began speculating about Justin's motives after he posted a series of photos from his birthday earlier this month. Justin shared the photos on his Instagram while wearing a gray sweater with one sleeve rolled up, showing off his Selena angel tattoo. Some other fans also believe that aside from this tattoo in his arm, the singer also has one on his neck that could also be dedicated to Selena. The tattoo is of a rose, which people claim to see a faint S in. Roses are also supposedly Selena's favorite flower. During an interview with Ellen, Justin even shared that at the end of the day his tattoos have a story to tell, even if it's not his favorite one. So it looks like the Selena tattoo is here to stay, and I can't imagine Hailey loves that. Number 9, talking during the lockdown. Back in 2020, during the height of the lockdown and calling your ex, allegedly Justin was no exception. Sources said at the time that Selena has completely moved on, but Justin was still holding on, reportedly still wanting to be friends. A source told The Sun, Selena has kept her distant from Justin, but he recently started contacting her again. He doesn't believe he should be cut off from those people that he was closest to in his life, and doesn't believe talking is cheating. The source went on to add, he loves Hailey dearly, but he does complain about her sometimes, and Selena says it's sad. He feels like she's just a little too obsessed with the religion sometimes. Basically feels like she's too far gone. The insider revealed that even though Justin is religious himself, he reportedly still believes Hailey needs to take a step back. The same source told the media, Selena understands Justin never stopped loving her and also realizes lockdown has been tough and isn't surprised that he might be calling. Fans of the two are convinced that Justin has been continually keeping tabs on his ex, especially with Selena's cooking show, Selena and the Chef, was seen on Justin's browsing list on his TV on the background of an Instagram story. These allegations have never been proven, but many fans believe that this is absolutely something Justin would do. Number 8. Justin's songs. Even though Justin married Hailey in 2018, it didn't stop fans from trying to connect him back to Selena. So when Justin released some new music in 2021, many social media users began believing that these songs were about his ex, especially Ghost and Anyone. Ghost really caught the attention of fans though, as it seems it could be longing for someone romantically that is no longer with him, aka Selena. One fan wrote, "Listen, I'm not a Jelena shipper, and I'm not going to throw Selena into anything involved with Justin, because at the end of the day, they're two separate people living two separate lives." But Ghost does scream Selena. Another Twitter user added, "I want you to know that I can't be close to you. I'll settle for the ghost of you. You're telling me Justin didn't write Ghost about Selena? Please." Though when asked about the song's inspiration, Justin denied that it was about Selena and said it's actually for people who have lost their loved ones. He shared, "There's a lot of people who have lost people from other things and just lost people. Might not be from passing away, but have lost people in their life for a season and now that person isn't there anymore." Even with this explanation, fans still continue to speculate that Ghost is Hailey, meaning since he can't be close to Selena, he'll have to settle for the ghost, which is Hailey. Number 7. The interview. In 2015, Justin went on the Ellen DeGeneres show and talked about Selena. At the time they weren't together, but for fans it was clear that the feelings were still there. The interview, he revealed that he hasn't ruled Selena out, and when asked if they could get back together, Justin replied by saying, "Maybe. We have a lot of history together, so it could possibly happen. I think we're both just on our own journeys, figuring ourselves out, and once we figured ourselves out, we can maybe come together and make an awesome duo." He then added, "Or she'll find someone awesome and I'll find someone awesome. I just want her to be happy, honestly." And they did try to make it work not long after, until 2018, just before he got engaged to Hailey. Selena opened up a little bit more about her breakup with Justin in her documentary My Mind and Me. She shared, "Everything was so public. I felt haunted by a past relationship that no one wanted to let go of. When I just moved past it and I wasn't afraid anymore." She went on to discuss her song Lose You to Love Me, saying when she wrote it, she was ready to say she was just sad. When explaining, she said, "It's about more than lost love. It's about learning to choose myself, to choose life, but also hoping that people can find grace and peace in that too." The song is about knowing that you completely lost every part of you and you just have to rediscover yourself again. Selena went on to explain how the breakup felt for her, saying, "I feel like I had to go through the worst possible breakup ever and then just forgetting everything at the drop of a hand. It was really confusing." Number 6. Hailey being the rebound. Hailey being a rebound for Justin from Selena has been an ongoing rumor for years, but considering the two got engaged just months after the official split from Selena is pretty weird timing. In March of 2018, a source even came forward and said they weren't getting along and decided to take a break. It doesn't really seem like a big deal and they'll probably be fine again soon. Did Justin take this break a little more seriously than Selena, considering by June of the same year he was back with Hailey? A source close to Justin claims that he continued to tell Selena "I love you" right up until the day he got married, maybe hoping for another chance with his ex. Fans are taking to social media to explain their theories and what they think is going on between the couple. After Hailey posted a photo for Justin's 29th birthday, one user commented, "He looks like he's being held hostage. Sometimes divorce is the best solution. She's definitely a rebound." When Selena and Justin were in their on-again, off-again phase, fan theories came out that Hailey was just being used to make Selena jealous during these off phases of their relationship. In December 2017, a source close to Justin told TMZ that while getting back with Selena, he reached out to Hailey to apologize for mistreating her in the past, saying this contact was purely in the spirit of living more openly and honestly within the church. But according to the source, this caused Selena to freak out, most likely making this quick marriage to the model that much more painful. Number 5. The romance. Justin's romantic side was really out when he was with his ex Selena, with fans even speculating that he was much more romantic towards her than he is with his now wife Hailey. Back in 2011, when Selena and Justin were at their peak, and quite literally every teenager's dream relationship, Justin raised the bar. He ended up renting out the entire Staples Center to have an old school movie date together. Before their movie, he set up a candlelit dinner and they watched a private screening of Titanic in a 20,000 seat arena. Justin tweeted after, "The romance isn't dead. said, "Treat your lady right, fellas." Though he has done nice things for Hailey too, of course, some of the lengths he went to impress Selena were just next level. Even when the two were in their on again off again period in their relationship, a source revealed that Justin had dyed his hair blonde in order to win Selena back, saying that Selena has been telling Justin to highlight his hair for the past year. He was always so resistant to the idea, so she thinks it's strange that he would decide to dye his hair now. She's surprised by how blonde he went. Not only that, but a source revealed that around the same time he had a spontaneous photo shoot, reportedly in order to show Selena just how good he looks. Considering all the alleged time he spent thinking about Selena over the years, who's to say it ever really stopped? Number 4. Posting throwbacks. During another off period with the couple in 2016, Justin began posting throwbacks of the two to the surprise of many of his followers. Justin posted a photo of a younger Selena and Justin kissing by the water. After getting 350,000 likes in just 15 minutes, he added the caption, "Feels." This post came after Selena refused to talk about her ex in an interview with Rolling Stone. She said at the time, "Well, I'm sorry, first of all. Honestly, what I would love to be printed is that I'm beyond done talking about that and him. I never intended my life to become a tabloid story." With all the throwbacks coming out on Justin's Instagram, fans were confused. To which Justin said, "Just a throwback, calm down." I have to say I don't know many people that would post a throwback of their ex unless they wanted to get back together. And oddly enough, these throwbacks are still up on his Instagram right now, and fans are still commenting hearts on it. The Jelena fans refuse to let the dream die. Number 3. Justin's family. There have been reports that Justin's mom doesn't love Hailey. Though these have never been proven, what is how much Justin's family loves Selena. He has been known to really care about the opinion of his family, so we can assume them liking Selena is high praise. When Justin invited Selena to his dad's wedding in Jamaica, the paparazzi captured many moments where it's clear how comfortable she is around the family. An insider revealed Selena was very comfortable with Justin's family. She was hugging them and just seemed right at home. Of course, for Selena, this is big, considering she prioritizes family herself. Selena said at the time, "I'm 25, I'm not 18 or 19 or 20. I cherish people who have really impacted my life. So maybe before it could have been forcing something that wasn't right, but that doesn't mean caring for someone ever goes away." Number 2. Justin crying for Selena. Just a month after getting married to Hailey, Justin was spotted crying in his car with her. Fans began wondering if this could be due to Selena's hospitalization and his worry for her. A source close to Justin said, "Justin will always care about Selena. It's hard for him to hear that she isn't doing well. They have both had their separate struggles over the years, but Justin has always been very sympathetic to Selena. He wants what's best for her, he wants her to be happy, and he wants her to be healthy." Selena's experienced a panic attack during her hospital visit and was suffering a low white blood cell count, which is a common side effect for a kidney transplant patient. Another source confirmed, saying she realized she needed to seek additional help for her ongoing emotional issues. She's surrounded by close friends and family and has had a lot of support. The day the news broke about Selena, Justin was also seen hugging friends with a very somber look on his face and looking very worried. Luckily, Selena got the help she needed, but could this scare make Justin realize he fully moved on a little bit too quickly? And number 1, we have the visa conspiracy. So there's a theory going around that Hailey might be Justin's visa. The rush marriage with Hailey has had fans speculating why the hurry. Maybe it's because Justin figured this marriage could solve his problem, which is actually something he admitted to in the past. TikTokers began making videos explaining what they think is the real reason Justin jumped into marrying Hailey in a pretty abrupt way. According to social media users, with Justin being Canadian, he was pushing for the marriage in order to stay in the US a little longer. The theories began when DJ Khaled and Drake's song Pop Star resurfaced online. Justin is seen in the video mouthing the words, "Ariana, Selena, my visa," which people believe is referring to the girls he's been with, speculating my visa refers to Hailey. Justin has allegedly always stayed in the US on an O1 visa, which is for individuals with extraordinary ability in the arts, extraordinary achievement in motion picture, or the television industry. Since this doesn't lead to permanent residency, which he needs to be a citizen, but you know how you can be a citizen? It's through marriage. After he announced his engagement to Hailey just 2 months later, Justin reportedly applied for his US citizenship. Is it possible that Justin married Hailey to finally become an official dual citizen? 3 years ago, Justin even joked that his marriage was arranged, saying, "I think it was an arranged marriage. I'm pretty sure. Looking back now, it was definitely arranged. They set this whole thing up." Though he was joking, there might be some truth to it, and many fans seem to agree. Number 10, we have Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star, the YouTuber and makeup influencer, has recently shared his opinion on Hailey and her skincare brand Rhode, and some fans seem to agree. In a TikTok video that seems to have been deleted and re-uploaded, Jeffree shares his take on the brand, starting off by saying, "Okay, so the packaging is so boring," before adding, "In this house we are team Selena, and we are team not bullying anyone." When he then goes back to the packaging, he points at a photo of Hailey and says, "And when I open it up, girl, focus. Oh my god, that face is like, why did I do this? Why did I create a skincare brand?" Even adding, "So when you're privileged and you use daddy's money, and you've never worked a day in your life, I guess this is what you're doing." Jeffree even held up the package above his kitchen trash can and said to his viewers, "So we're going to skip today's review." And just like Shawn Mendes said, bye, referring to her brief relationship with Shawn Mendes before quickly getting engaged to Justin. While some fans did side with the influencer, others wrote that this is bullying, which he claimed he wasn't going to do. Even with Jeffree's approach being quite loud and public, many other fans were left wondering about Hailey behind the scenes, as more and more celebrities have unfollowed her on all of her platforms. One user commented on the video saying, "No way he just tagged her, iconic," with another adding, "Oh my god, he's so messy, I love it." Many other fans commenting asking for a review of Selena's brand, Rare Beauty, what she just uploaded on Monday. And rather than a short video of throwing it in the trash like Hailey, Selena got a 3-part review, which got lots of compliments, of course. Number 9, we have Miley Cyrus. Before the fame, Hailey and Selena were seemingly pretty typical kids. Hailey had the typical problems of being bullied by her older sister, but there's definitely more than one thing different about her childhood, and that's her family friend, Miley Cyrus. Back in 2018, Miley even admitted to bullying Hailey when they were kids, during an episode of Carpool Karaoke. Miley made an appearance with Hailey and Kendall Jenner while they sang Party in the USA in the episode. Miley said during this episode, "I would be so evil to her. She would try to play with us and we would lock her out of the room." She even added by saying, "I had to do it. It made you who you are, you know. It made you stronger." Hailey responded by saying, "Miley was the biggest troll to me. She prepared me for this industry." Even though the whole encounter seemed pretty friendly, it appears maybe Miley has decided to take her stance on the current drama. And it looks like Hailey isn't her first pick, with Instagram users keeping a close eye on Hailey's followers as the drama continues. It appears Miley has unfollowed Hailey but kept Selena. Miley and Selena have known each other for a while, since meeting when they were teens on the Disney Channel, and it's looking like their bond is just a little bit stronger. Because of this move that seems subtle but was spotted by many fans, it looks like there won't be another Hailey and Miley cameo in the future. Though Miley hasn't commented recently on Hailey, Selena has shown her love for Miley in a recent Instagram post. After posting a makeupless selfie, she captioned the photo with "Violet Chemistry." Violet Chemistry is a song on Miley's new album, Endless Summer Vacation. This seems to be enough for fans to assume Selena is all for Miley and vice versa. Number 8, we have Justine Skye. The singer, songwriter, and actress Justine Skye has been in hot water in the past for reportedly shading Selena on her Snapchat story. The story was posted less than a year ago. Along with the public shade, she also shared a photo of her and her friend Hailey Bieber. The controversial Snapchat story said, "Making TikToks every day like you haven't got a horrible makeup brand to run. Just whack." At the time, Justine addressed the controversy, claiming that she had been hacked, mentioning that she hasn't used Snapchat in years. Posting on Twitter, she said, "I don't know why anyone would think, after not posting on Snapchat for years, I would go on Snapchat to say that. Obviously, I was hacked." With this alleged shade towards Selena happening in May of last year, many social media users were sure they would hear something from Justine as this new Hailey and Selena drama unfolds. Though she has yet to say anything specific about her opinions, her Instagram story could be telling another side. She reposted a video just as the drama was unfolding, which said, "Get the F out of here." She followed this with another video of a TikTok creator pointing at her head saying, "Turn this on." Since then, many Selena fans have flooded Justine's comment section by simply writing Selena, as well as other users writing on the singer's TikTok saying, "This is Hailey's pet." Looks like we already know which team Justine is on though. Number 7, we have Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner was allegedly the one to stir the pot in this whole drama between Hailey and Selena. Kylie posted a photo on her Instagram writing, "This was an accident," just hours after Selena posted a TikTok about how she accidentally over-laminated her eyebrows. This was followed up with a screenshot from a FaceTime call with Hailey showing a close-up of their brows. Hailey was pretty quick to defuse this whole situation on her end. She quickly posted, "This is reaching. No shade towards Selena ever, and I didn't see her eyebrow posts. You guys are making something out of nothing. This is silly." Selena commented saying, "Agreed, Kylie. It's all unnecessary. I'm a fan of Kylie." Many fans also believe that this post was done out of anger towards Selena, as she was gaining on her to becoming the most followed woman on Instagram. Of course, in the midst of this drama, many unfollowed Kylie, giving Selena a crazy lead at 401 million followers. Though it appears she hasn't said anything about the drama since and cleared the air with Selena, A few fans still don't agree with her seemingly mean girl persona. Even with limiting the comments on her Instagram, it's pretty clear fans want her to know which team they are on, with many comments saying #Selena, and one user commenting, "If no one is interested in you and your family, why do you keep trying? It's sad to see how desperate you are." With some other comments claiming she is buying her followers, it leaves many wondering how this drama is really going to end. Number 6. Justin Bieber. The ex-boyfriend of Selena and husband of Hailey, Justin Bieber, is really in the middle of all this. But it appears he is not going to say a word about the drama going on with his wife and ex. A source close to the star tells the press that the couple aren't going to let the drama spill into their day-to-day lives, and have no plans of addressing any parts of it. They revealed, Hailey and Selena are doing just fine. They don't want to continually deal with this repetitive, ongoing former relationship drama. Going on to say, they are just taking this day by day and don't want this to be something that impacts them negatively. Justin knows that speaking publicly about it will only amplify the situation and bring more attention to it, so they just have been supporting each other privately. He has posted many more frequent photos of his wife though, captioning a photo of the couple at the Vanity Fair party with "me and my date," and another photo showing the two lounging in the sun with "love you baby." This hasn't stopped fans from believing Justin is still in love with Selena though, with many fans speculating that Hailey has a hold of his phone and is posting these photos herself. Number 5, we have Zayn Malik. Zayn has had fans speculating of his intentions after he followed Selena on Instagram in the midst of the Hailey situation, and it looks like Selena has followed him back. This is a pretty big move for Zayn, who only follows about 18 people in total. This has left fans speculating that this could mean a lot more than just a simple follow, and maybe lean more to the romantic side. One fan commented saying, "I am manifesting Zayn Malik and Selena Gomez so we can finally make it happen." Another wrote, "Imagine they start to date. Oh my god, that would be a perfect match." Though neither one has confirmed or denied these rumors, fans will stay hopeful, and it looks like only time will tell. Number 4, we have Jordyn Woods. Jordyn Woods, who is one of Kylie's former best friends, as the two had a falling out after Jordyn was accused of kissing Tristan Thompson, ended up putting the Jordy lip kit on sale during the peak of this scandal. Now more recently, we know how close Kylie and Hailey have gotten, leaving fans interested if Jordyn would have something to say about the drama that is currently going on. And it seems like she did, and it's definitely not as subtle as an unfollow on Instagram. Jordyn took her Snap story at the end of February shouting out Selena's makeup brand, Rare Beauty. She wrote, "Love this lip liner," before showing the product and writing, "If you're wondering about the shade color." Fans seem to love this love towards Selena and diss to Hailey and Kylie. One Twitter user wrote, "Watching Jordyn Woods' Snap story, not her posting a Rare Beauty lip liner. I love that." Fans couldn't get over the post, with another writing, "Jordyn Woods posting Selena's lip liner, what a queen," as well as adding, "Jordyn wearing Rare Beauty lip liner during the whole drama. If you know, you know." Number 3, we have Vaughn Ford. Vaughn Ford is a celebrity stylist who has recently reacted to the drama going on between the two celebrities, and it's definitely pitted him against Selena's massive fan base. Vaughn posted a story that wrote, "I hate Selena." Fans were speculating as to why he was getting involved and why he was coming in so hot with his opinion. Many were also left wondering if Hailey was saying things about Selena behind the scenes. He then shared a screenshot of his post that had been taken down due to harassment and wrote, "I said what I said." Since this post, the stylist has made his account private, and even though Hailey doesn't follow him, it didn't take fans long to figure out that the two were connected. Vaughn had photos of working with Hailey on his Instagram account at the time when his posts were made public. Hailey was also listed as one of his clients on his official website. But of course, in the midst of all this drama and Vaughn Ford's very public stance, she's since been removed from the website. When fans saw that a friend of Hailey was the one to be publicly bullying Selena, one commented, "It's always Hailey's friends." And another added, "You can tell that all they do is talk about Selena. These people have issues and are so pressed over her. The hate is so real." This has fans torn as to whether Vaughn's actions were purely just out of support for Hailey or just his own opinion. Number 2, we have Pia Mia. Former best friend of Kylie Jenner, Pia Mia, is now apparently sharing her views on the ongoing feud. Pia used to be very close with Kylie from 2013 to 2017 before she began to disappear from the crew. Rumors circulated as to why she was no longer spotted with the Kardashian-Jenner family, but many believe it's just a classic case of growing apart. More recently though, the star has made her opinions known, but in a very subtle way. Pia uploaded a video to her TikTok account of a Get Ready With Me makeup tutorial. She used Selena's and Rima's song Calm Down in the background. Her followers loved her public support of the singer, and many took to the comments. One user wrote, "We hear you loud and clear, queen," as well as, "Pia has spoken without saying a thing." Another also added, "Staying on the right side of history, I see." Though she has never publicly said she hated Hailey, it really does appear that she might like Selena just a little bit more, either because of her love for Selena herself or could it just be a dislike of Hailey because of their friendship with Kylie? And at number 1, we have Tyrell Hampton. Tyrell Hampton is the photographer that captured the iconic Selena and Hailey photo just last year, which broke feuding rumors for just a moment. When recalling taking the photo, he shared, "I saw Miss Hailey and I saw Miss Selena, and they were just chatting. And I was like, okay, this is the moment to change the world." But since the drama, it looks like Tyrell deleted the photos of the two. The moment that is really shocking fans is the apparent shade the photographer sent Selena in a recent TikTok video. The video that appears to be taken down now shows Tyrell and a friend doing a Disney song challenge, which is where you dance to songs if you know them or walk to the side if you don't. But it appears the only song Tyrell didn't know was Selena's. Not only that, but he has unfollowed the star but kept Hailey. It looks like with that video, fans know exactly where he stands.
Demi Lovato has been caught up in some controversy after she publicly called out a small business for selling sugar-free products. On Sunday, Demi decided to grab some frozen yogurt from a popular froyo place in LA called The Big Chill. But she was not happy with what she saw while in the shop and shared her disdain with her over 100 million Instagram followers. Writing on her story, quote, "Finding it extremely hard to order froyo from The Big Chill when you have to walk past tons of sugar-free cookies / other diet foods before you get to the counter. Do better, please." Adding the hashtag Diet Culture Vultures. The company then responded back on their Instagram story saying that they carry items for diabetics, celiac disease, and vegans, as well as indulgent items. The company then DM'd Demi directly, saying, quote, "We are not diet vultures. We cater to all of our customers' needs for the last 36 years. We are sorry you found this offensive." Demi responded back on her Instagram story, writing that she's going to make the hashtag Diet Culture Vultures a thing and call out companies that enable disordered eating. Demi then showed the long response she sent back to the shop through her DMs, with Demi writing back to the company, quote, "Not just that, your service was terrible, so rude. The whole experience was triggering and awful. You can carry things for other people while also caring for another percentage of your customers who struggle daily just to even step foot in your store." With her saying that the store needs to do better to cater to EDs. Then it seemed that a little while after, Demi might have realized that she was being a bit harsh and added that the store should make their messaging more clear and highlight that the sugar-free options are for diet needs, not to promote diet culture. So after this ridiculous feud with the small business, Demi started to get called out immediately by people online for her words, especially for completely forgetting that diabetic people exist who need to eat sugar-free treats if they want to indulge. And obviously this triggered anger from Demi because she's struggled with eating issues for years and she's been open about her struggles overcoming her eating issues, as well as promoting body positivity on her platform. However, this was just a really bad take and basically demonized any person who wants sugar-free options for any reason, whether that be for a health restriction or because they might just feel better eating that option for whatever reason. Personally, I'm keto right now, so a sugar-free option would be something that I would gravitate to. And I think the bigger problem for me is that this is just a really entitled take. Like, there are so many bigger issues going around in the world today, from the pandemic to violence and poverty, and that doesn't mean that eating issues are not important. However, just because this is an issue very important to Demi doesn't mean the whole world should need to cater to her needs. Like, a store is able to sell literally whatever they want, and the free market decides if it will continue to be sold based on who buys it. Like, if people didn't want to buy these products, they just wouldn't be sold. A lot of people online are also labeling Demi a Karen, which I think is the perfect descriptor for her right now. And like I said before, disordered eating is something that Demi has been battling for a long time. In 2017, she released a documentary called Simply Complicated, where she spoke more about it, saying in the doc, quote, "Food is still the biggest challenge in my life. I don't want to give it the power to say it controls my every thought, but it's something I'm constantly thinking about." That same month, she posted a side-by-side photo of herself at the time and from several years prior on Instagram stories to show just how far she had come, saying in the caption, "Recovery is possible." Since then, Demi has been open about her struggles with substances and her road to sobriety. This all came to mainstream attention after Demi was rushed to the hospital in 2018 following an OD. Since then, she has pushed to educate the public and has spoken more about that part of her life in her latest YouTube docuseries called Dancing with the Devil. So it's clear that Demi has good intentions with things and wants to help make changes in society with those that are struggling. But I think it's also very important for her to acknowledge when she's in the wrong. And I just really think she needs to acknowledge that bullying small businesses on her massive platform really isn't going to do much to help diet culture in any way.
Well, it seems only 2 months after Demi Lovato and her fiance Max Eric decided to get engaged, they decided to break off said engagement. As you may or may not know, just a couple weeks ago, Max Max was being called out on Twitter as fans started posting old screenshots of the actor, sending flirty comments to Lovato's friend, or rival depending on the day, Selena Gomez. This led to him deleting his account altogether and Lovato standing by his side, posting, "It's really sad when people fake images to put women against each other. If women have conflict, that's between them, not you." But clearly something's changed and I got all the tea to spill, so get comfy. So the story of these two is quite a roller coaster ride, as they seem to have started dating sometime in March, right before quarantine started. But while on Sirius Radio's The Morning Mashup, Lovato explained that, quote, "We were able to share this time together that we wouldn't have normally gotten to spend. And that accelerated our relationship on a level that you can't really explain to people. But quarantine either makes or breaks the deal, and it really made that. So I'm really blessed, really fortunate, and continuing to count my blessings every day. We started dating. We went immediately into quarantine. I knew I loved him the night I met him, so a week later we went into quarantine. I was like, look, we're quarantined together, cause I love you." This was just days before the images of Max from previous years started to surface, with him confessing his love for Selena Gomez. Although some of the photos were in fact doctored, others didn't seem to be. The two got engaged in July, and to no surprise they both posted photos on Instagram with very long captions confessing their love for one another. And normally I wouldn't laugh at something like this, but honestly guys, it reminds me of that high school couple that breaks up every 2 weeks, but when they're together, they put each other's initials in their Instagram bios with a heart and a lock, and post things like, "You're my other half, without you there is no me." The reason I say this is because back in July when they got engaged, Demi captioned her photo to include, I quote, "I knew I loved you the moment I met you. It was something I can't describe to anyone who hasn't experienced it firsthand, but luckily, you did too. I've never felt so unconditionally loved by someone in my life, other than my parents, flaws and all." It went on to read how excited she is to start a family and how he makes her want to be a better version of herself and all that fun stuff. Max also posted a photo with a similar caption to Demi's, writing, I quote, "Words cannot express how infinitely in love with you I am forever and always and then some. I cannot spend another second of my time here on earth without the miracle of having you as my wife. Here's to forever, baby," as part of his post. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for love, but they seemed a little manufactured to me is all I'm going to say. A source close to Lovato told People magazine, I quote, "It was a tough decision, but Demi and Max have decided to go their separate ways to focus on their respective careers. They have respect and love for one another and will always cherish the time they spent together." Now who knows why they actually broke up? Was it for their career, because of Selena, or maybe something else? Unfortunately, when it comes to celebrities, the reality is sometimes couples are literally together for the publicity. Not saying that was the case here at all, but I just think the cheesy head over heels captions were a bit much. But that's just for me personally. Either way, I genuinely do wish all the very best for both of them in whichever direction they decide to go in, both career-wise and romantically.
Demi Lovato was exposed for having a Finsta account. And from that Finsta account, several concerning screenshots surfaced that appeared to show that Demi Lovato was using the account to trash talk Selena Gomez, and other celebrities as well. According to several people who do follow the account, the screenshots were photoshopped. So after I first did this story, I had several people reaching out to me, and I saw several issues in the comments of people saying that the screenshots were fake and that I should do a little bit more digging into this. Most news outlets aren't reporting on this, which is why I didn't see it, but I did find one news source that did a ton of research on it, and I posted it in the description of this video if you guys want to check that out. It's a blog called Exposing Scandalous Media Groups. Let's get one thing straight, okay? Demi Lovato's Finsta account, which was Trauma Queen Forever, was real. It's pretty difficult to fake a live stream video, so when footage from the live stream was leaked, that made it easy to believe the rest of the story. And then because Demi Lovato changed the username or deleted the account, it made people think that it was proof that it was really her account and she really was using it to trash Selena Gomez. While the account was active, it was private. So it was assumed that whatever screenshots were leaked by the same person that leaked the live stream, clearly showing that it was Demi Lovato's Instagram account. The account was also followed by a ton of celebrities. Celebrities that would have been aware of the Selena bashing. It's highly unlikely that even if Demi Lovato felt some type of way about Selena, that she would be bashing her on an account that was followed by both Sam Smith and Nikita Dragon. It was also common knowledge by that point that Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez were no longer friends. Demi Lovato basically announced it in an interview with Harper's Bazaar that was published earlier this month. So who could have done this? Someone who was a fan of Selena Gomez and was upset about the interview. According to Demi Lovato's friend Matthew, who followed the Finsta, the screenshots from the account floating around showing Demi scratched out Selena's face in a magazine and talking crap about celebrities, they're not on that account. He responded to a news story on Twitter and said, "Wait, what? This is fake." Demi's other friend, Lauren Kittens, also backed up Matthew's claim. "I second this statement. Who the F has the time to do this kind of shit? When the world is in the place it is, get a life. The world is in shambles and you people really trying to start stand wars. You kiddos gotta take this time to do some soul searching. Find a purpose outside of obsessing over other people's lives and being psychos. Meditate on kindness and compassion for your own sake." The alleged screenshots from the Finsta account were fake because they were bad quality. Take a look at this one. The fake screenshot from the account where Demi was celebrating that anyone had reached #1 was badly photoshopped. Do you see how the spacing between the first cover art and the second cover art is smaller, but the spacing between the second and third is bigger? The screenshots of Demi holding the magazine were also faked. They are extremely pixelated. The little arrows on the sides of the photos show up when you're looking at Instagram on a desktop or laptop, not when you're looking at them on a phone, meaning that this person probably grabbed the photos on a desktop and then put those photos in Photoshop to edit them. I'm wondering if you also noticed the text on that little screenshot collage that said Mirror. Mirror was the account that leaked the screenshots, and they were a Selena stan. They post Selena Gomez's lyrics before they're released. Lastly, someone claiming to be the person that leaked the screenshots posted this to Twitter. Oh my god, they believe my edit about Demi is real. How good am I?
It seems the Demi Lovato Selena Gomez beef is never going to be put to rest. At this point, I don't even think the two have an issue with each other, and their fans, or maybe it's trolls, are the real reason why their names are constantly being brought up and pinned against each other in the media. Still, every now and then the ladies feed into what the tabloids say about them, and this time around, Demi decided to hit back at those who were trying to stir the pot. Unfortunately for her, although it seems her intentions were in the right place, her plan backfired, and as they say, sometimes it's better to just let things go. It seems Demi just learned that the hard way. So for whatever reason, people felt that too much time has passed since Demi and Selena went at it and talked about each other on social media. To no surprise, this led to people digging up old tweets of Lovato's fiance, Max Eric, from 2015, which read, I quote, "Ha ha ha, Selena Gomez and Demi are cute together, but boy, if you think Demi is prettier, you're wrong." Another one read, I quote, "There's a female singer that screams so much. That's why my girl S is better than you know who." There's also screenshots from one of Selena's Instagram lives in which Max wrote, "Marry me now," and "Selena, will you go to church with me on Sunday? That's my question." Then fans also posted an old Instagram live of Max in which he appears to be gushing over Gomez, talking about how talented of a singer and actor she is. As you can imagine, for Demi Lovato to have fans tagging her in screenshots of old tweets and videos of her now fiance talking about how great her friend or rival is, well, it irked the singer, who obviously just had to respond. Demi took to Instagram posting a story which read, I quote, "It's really sad when people fake images to put women against each other. If women have conflict, that's between them, not you. Secondly, don't y'all have more important to write about in 2020? I challenge any tabloid that dares type my name to mention Breonna Taylor and the fact that her murderers still haven't been arrested. Write about that." In another post, Demi wrote, I quote, "On one hand, I understand and have compassion for those who are so horrified at the reality of 2020 that they gotta distract themselves with doctored images in order to not focus on how bad these times are. But on the other hand, if you aren't 13 years old trying to grasp the reality of right now, put on your adult underpants and write about what actually matters. Please." And it turns out some of the tweets were photoshopped, as the Twitter account which originally shared them, @thepoptings, replied to the tweet with, "Just to be clear, some, I'm being told, are photoshopped. However, the majority are real. These are also some of the tweets I found, not all. This is in no way an attack on Demi." But it seems people aren't focusing so much on the fake tweets, and instead are coming for Demi, who they feel used Breonna Taylor's name as a distraction or scapegoat to cover for her fiance's past and all the drama. Others were quick to point out that Demi has been using her platform to spread awareness about the case in the past, and even started the Propeller campaign in honor of Taylor, which focuses on justice for Taylor and has links for petitions and donations. At the end of the day, it seems people are split regarding Demi's use of Breonna in her post. One could argue that she is trying to raise awareness for a cause she is clearly passionate about, which is why she started the campaign following the entire incident. Others have highlighted the fact that although Demi's intentions weren't malicious, her personal drama has nothing to do with the situation she mentioned, and thus should have kept the two separate. I understand where both sides are coming from, but I think Demi's main reason for doing what she did wasn't to distract people from her drama, but to focus on things that actually matter, such as an innocent woman losing her life at the hands of the police. It's unclear if Demi will speak on this situation, but I wouldn't be surprised if she freaks out about it, as she will definitely have even more issue with people making this about her and not Breonna. As always guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please let me know how you feel about all this in the comment section right down below. Do you think Demi is in the wrong, and did she intentionally do this? Or is she being genuine, and unfortunately the whole thing just backfired in her face?
Demi Lovato accidentally exposed her Finsta account, which is a fake Insta account. And on this fake Insta account, she used it to trash people like Selena Gomez. So how did this Finsta account get leaked, and how do we know that it's really Demi Lovato? Let's talk about a little bit of backstory. Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez have been friends for years, since they appeared on the Barney show together when they were 7 years old. They were both Disney Channel stars, and they saw each other on set quite a bit. As of 2013, they seemed to be on good terms, but a few years later, Demi Lovato unfollowed Selena Gomez on social media. It appears that it was Demi's relationship with Scooter Braun that affected her relationship with Selena Gomez. Scooter Braun is the guy that owned Big Machine Records, which is the company that now owns all of Taylor Swift's masters. I'm sure you probably heard about that drama a lot last year. Then in January of 2020, after Selena Gomez opened up about being emotionally abused by Justin Bieber, something he also admitted to, Demi Lovato was seen hanging out with both Scooter Braun and Justin Bieber. So not only was she hanging out with Selena Gomez's ex-boyfriend who emotionally abused her, she was also hanging out with Taylor Swift's arch nemesis, which is Selena Gomez's best friend. And lately, it seems that Demi Lovato had a fake Instagram account at Trauma Queen Forever, and she's been using that account to trash talk Selena Gomez and other celebrities. The account was private and it had 125 followers, including Nikita Dragun, Sam Smith, and Demi Lovato's mother. Now, this is the way that the account was leaked. Demi Lovato did a live stream with a fan on that account instead of her regular account.
Nice to meet you, Libby.
Hi! Hey, you! Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too. How are you?
You cute. I accept. Okay.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
Somebody leaked the video showing Demi Lovato using that alternate account. Then a collage of photos was also leaked from the account. The first photo is a screenshot showing Demi Lovato's track Anyone is #1. There are other photos that show Demi holding a magazine with Selena Gomez's face scratched out. The caption reads, "You can call me Patti LaBelle." The last photo in the bottom right hand corner is a photo of Demi, Selena, and Nicki Minaj. The caption reads, "And this would never happen." I guess the user is saying that this photo is photoshopped and it's not real. Here is another screenshot. "I used to like her until that night. I can't believe, how did she choose Taylor Swish over me? These live for clout, huh?" If this account really is Demi Lovato's Finsta account, I mean, is it really that surprising? She's openly admitted that she's not friends with Selena Gomez. She did that recently in a Harper's Bazaar article. What is surprising is the lengths that she would go to trash talk somebody else. Somebody who used to be her friend. Selena and Demi Lovato have played it nice publicly. They've congratulated each other on milestones in their careers, so people thought that the relationship was amicable at the very least. Once people figured out that this was Demi Lovato's Finsta account, the account removed all the followers, changed the profile picture, and changed the username to DolphinsForever02. Very creative. This to some is even more proof, because if it wasn't Demi Lovato's account and she recently got exposed for it, then why would this person change the name, cover their tracks, that sort of thing. As a result of this account getting leaked, Demi Lovato's Over Party was trending on Twitter. Here were some of the fan reactions. Demi hating on Nicki Minaj and Selena Gomez, has body shamed Taylor Swift, supports Israel, disrespected her own fans, claims to be a feminist but always seems to be tearing down other women just because she's not on their level. Selena, after reading all the Demi been saying when the last thing Selena did was encourage Demi. I'm sorry, but did we learn absolutely nothing from Caroline Flack's death? Demi Lovato has been known to suffer with mental health issues. Is it really necessary for a hashtag that says Demi Lovato is over party? I think it's horrendous, and this is what's wrong with social media. Oddly enough, it seems that none other than James Charles has also thrown shade at Demi Lovato. When the news broke, he tweeted this: "Oof, I've never understood the point of a Finsta."